Hi, and welcome to Listen Up. I'm Grant Davis. Listen Up is a talk show where we get the chance to recognize and celebrate student success here at MHS. Each episode of Listen Up will have a different subject to focus on. In this episode, we're excited to talk about the Middleborough High School music program. Joining us today is the Fine Arts Department head and teacher of MHS Band, Mr. Justin Pitsley. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Pitsley. So first off, let's start. Just tell us about the music department here at Middleborough High School.
So thanks for having me. We have an exciting music program here at Middleborough High. We offer band, orchestra, and 2 choruses, sachem singers, and concert choir. And we provide lots of opportunities for performances and for travel and for engagement in all kinds of different classroom activities, rehearsals. We're really proud of the opportunities we provide for our students.
Sounds pretty good. It's a pretty in-depth program we got. But let's start from kind of in the beginning of where students start. When do students begin playing an instrument here at Middleborough?
So our students start in 4th grade. So late in 3rd grade, they have the opportunity to see some different instruments, instrument families, get to try out some instruments and make a decision with their families what instrument they'd like to play. And then starting in the fall of their 4th grade year, they start playing with private group or small group lessons in their 4th grade year.
So you touched on kind of how you have orchestra, band, choir, that stuff. What are the other courses that are kind of loosely related to music here at MHS?
Yeah, so we have students who love music or want to study music or even just need the credits in the fine arts, and so we offer a number of other courses. We offer an intro to music theory course for those that want to learn kind of how music works, the ins and outs of how music is written. We offer a second level of that at AP Music Theory, so students can earn college credit in that course. We also offer our general music course called Impact, and we study how music interacts with us in our daily lives, what impact it has on us at an individual level in society. And then finally, we have a course called Sound Engineering, and students get to create digital music, learn how music gets put into the computer, how it's edited, modified, created, all of those different aspects of sound production.
So with something like sound engineering, like would that be kind of going from, you have your band, which is kind of the acoustic side of things, and then you have like your production side of things, that kind of thing?
It can be, yeah. You can do a lot of editing in the lab and learn how to do that. You could also create digital music in sound engineering, so create it from nothing into an actual product. So it's kind of got aspects of both.
It's pretty impressive. Seems like a pretty good course. What are some of the performances you typically have on a calendar year?
So in the fall, the band is mostly focused on football and parades. We play at the football games as a pep band and at halftime, and that's really most of the first semester. We also perform a holiday concert, traditional holiday music, in December. And then in May, we have our spring concert, which kind of wraps up the year. We have a bunch of other smaller performances here and there, but those are kind of the highlights.
So with every kind of content area, you have like the exemplary students that really go above and beyond. What makes a student really successful in the music department?
So first and foremost, it's a student that is willing to put in the work. Just like in sports, athletes who work and train really hard in the off season and do all of the things off the field or playing court, those are the ones that are often most successful on the field. It's the same in music. Students who are willing to put in the time and the work to develop the technique and the skills that they need typically are the ones that will rise above in ensemble.
And then you talked about the program. You have a bunch of different things going on, but what are some of the features that we have in the new building for the music program here?
Yeah, so we have a tremendous facility. I had the opportunity to be part of the planning of what this facility would look like, and so there were some features that we really desired. First was acoustics being appropriate for the space that we would need. So we have high ceilings in the band room, for example. We have recording equipment in there, storage space. Each of our spaces is designed to be not entirely soundproof, but enough to keep the sound contained so it's not disrupting the building. We have a state-of-the-art auditorium. We have a music lab for our audio production course. We have really every feature you could imagine we have in there, state-of-the-art sound systems, and equipment. It's really been a tremendous asset to our program.
Sounds like you got a pretty good setup down there. I mean,
do.
when you're talking about soundproofing, it's pretty good because we really don't hear you much up here. In this pretty big room, there's not much you hear. But when did you realize you wanted to start teaching music here?
So I went to Middleborough High School. I graduated in 2001, and I think I knew by the end of my sophomore year, I was pretty sure that I wanted to be a music teacher. It was just the skill set that I had. It's what I really loved, and I loved the program at Middleborough High. And my band director at the time kind of worked with me and kind of inspired me to move in that direction. And it was always a goal to be able to come back and work in my hometown. Grew up here, I wanted to be here. And so fortunately the position opened up at the right time and I was able to get that job.
Sounds like a pretty good thing you had going from day one. What's your favorite part about teaching?
Oh, I love working with the students. I love the ability to have the same group of students for 4 years and see their journey from freshmen all the way through seniors, especially in band and orchestra, the ensembles that I teach. Seeing them grow and mature as not only musicians but as people. It's a little different than having them, one time in a class or twice in a class. The ability to travel with students, we haven't had that opportunity the last few years, but we're looking forward to that coming back soon. I think just the opportunity to work with students beyond the classroom is one of my favorite aspects of the job.
What are some goals you have for this year for music?
So we're really focused this year on continuing to rebuild. We were really set back by the pandemic and everything that happened there. And some of the impacts weren't known right in the moment, but are now continuing on through time. So we're focused this year on continuing to build our program, continuing to work on the skills that we need and training our students to be equipped with what they need to be successful.
Last spring, you guys hosted the first annual Danny Duggan Fine Arts Festival. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Danny Duggan was our Fine Arts Department chair for many years. She was our theater teacher since the late 90s. Unfortunately, she passed away last year, and so we created this festival. It was actually her idea for this festival that she always wanted to see that would celebrate all of the arts at Middleborough High School and across the district. And so last year we had our first annual Danny Duggan Fine Arts Festival. We invited all of the music groups. We invited all the theater groups and the artists for the visual arts here for a day to celebrate the work that they did. We displayed the artwork, we had live performances, people were able to walk the building and view even some of the TV production work, and really just a true celebration of the great things our students are doing.
What's the next performance your students are performing for?
So we have a brand new performance this year called the Middleborough High School Performing Arts Showcase, and this will be on March 20th. And we are going to be featuring not only the band, orchestra, and chorus, but we are going to be seeking acts outside of that. So we're going to be asking for students who play the piano, who sing, that have their own bands, things like that. And we're going to be having auditions in late January. And we're going to feature in this concert these acts that are outside of the normal performances that we have. We're really excited to give people a platform to perform that they might not typically have.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm just really, really thrilled that you had me here today and to highlight our music program. Our students work really hard behind the scenes. We're seen out in public performing, but what people don't see is the work that goes into it behind the scenes. And it's a tremendous amount of work. It takes a lot of dedication and skill. And I'm really glad that we can kind of highlight that for our students today.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Pitsley. Up next, we'll catch up with a few MHS music students. Welcome back. Joining us are Jameson Studley and Grace Lynch to talk about their experiences in MHS music. What music classes do each of you take?
I take band.
I also take band.
What instruments do you play?
I play the trumpet. Been playing for like 8 years.
I play the saxophone. I play for like 5 years.
So take us through what it's like to prepare for a performance.
Well, there's a lot of practicing in class, learning the rhythmic accuracy and all the such.
Yeah.
What are you currently working on in class? Do you have a performance coming up that you're specifically practicing for, or?
Yeah, we have the spring concert coming up. We're playing some songs like.
And the competition that we're competing in May, I think.
How are music classes different than other classes?
It's a lot less of like stressful, I'd say.
What's your favorite part of music here at MHS?
The people, yeah.
I like having like friends with upperclassmen because you don't usually take classes with them, and you learn a lot from them.
What advice would you give for anyone interested in music here?
Just join band.
I would just don't get yourself down and just keep practicing throughout the whole thing.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Not really. I don't.
Thank you to all of our guests today for joining us for our second episode of Listen Up. Be sure to check out our first episode on YouTube, where we discuss television production at MHS. From all of us at MET, I'm Grant Davis. Have a great day.